Tibetan students locked themselves to Olympic rings to protest Beijing Games.
This post received a score of 6,700, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I don't know why, but I thought this happened in China and was thinking how cold it would be at the rings. But no, this happened in Switzerland.
If it happened in China, we would never have heard about it. The students would disappear into a state-sanctioned black hole, never to be seen again. That is why they did what they did in Switzerland instead of China.
They also did it in front of IOC headquarters.
Which is a Bala move.
This will likely be the most political Olympics in recent history.
Greater than Lausanne, 2 Tibetan students chained themselves to the Olympic rings outside the Swiss headquarters of the International Olympic Committee on Saturday to call for an international boycott of next year's Winter Games. I find it really interesting the types of protests that get coverage by Reuters and make the front page of Reddit versus the ones that don't. Just this week there were 1,000 or so protesters marching in DC demanding an end to U.S. interventionism in Ethiopia and condemning U.S. support of TLPF attacks in their country. A couple of American college students protest in Switzerland and it receives mainstream and international coverage? It's really something.
Dude, it's a post about China on Reddit. I'm surprised it's not at 30k upvotes yet.
Vienna, Austria, December 10th. On World Human Rights Day, members of the Tibetan community in Vienna on Friday organized a protest march against the Chinese Communist Party for violating human rights in the country. The Tibetan community organized a walk from Stephanplatz to the Chinese embassy in Vienna at Metternich-Gasse on Friday. The protesters were seen carrying Tibetan flags and placards with "Free Tibet from China" written on them. The protest came amid the ongoing human rights abuses by the CCP in China. The Beijing Winter Olympic Games are due to begin on February 4, just 180 days after the postponed Tokyo Summer Games ended. As political scientist Annie Marie Brady wrote in a study of the 2008 Beijing Games, hosting the Olympics was, for China, always more about international and domestic image and prestige than it was about sport. There were calls to boycott those Beijing Olympics too, but as the 2022 Games approach, these calls are significantly louder, and point to horrific human rights abuses. The IOC has a history of not remaining neutral on political issues, such as its decision, under pressure from China, to allow Taiwan to compete at the Olympics only as Chinese Taipei. The Games are used as a political tool, says two-time U.S. Olympic skier Noah Hoffman. "We're definitely advocating for cancellation of all Olympics," Olympics LA organizer Michaela Rose tells Teen Vogue.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.